nothing but a G thing. It ain't nothing but a G thing. Different conversations with different generations. Well, you gotta keep it G, man. It ain't nothing but a G thing. It ain't nothing but a G thing. Different conversations with different generations. You gotta keep it G, man.
Wes, happening though. Yeah, we tapped in, baby. We tapped in with who? The Generation Conversation, man. Y'all need to be a part of the convo, you heard me? Hey, look, shout out G2 Beats. My boy Bill blasting them over there, putting in that work, you heard me? Hey, look, y'all need to tap in. Generation Conversation, the G Connect. Subscribe to him on YouTube, you heard me? And just know, we don't Jersey.
Man, it's your boy Billiano the Dino, everybody's favorite African Americano, and I'm tapping in here with G Connect, where different generations have real conversations. Make sure y'all tune in. Man.
It's your boy Swamp. We from South Carolina, Swamp Town shit. Tapping in with G Connect, where different generations have real conversation.
It's First Lady Flames, Richmond's own. Tapping in with G Connect.
What it do, folks? We back, continuing the conversation with J2. I hope you enjoy the content. Let's get it. What was it like for you growing up in Indianapolis?
Crazy. Okay, so I'm adopted. But I was adopted as a baby though. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really I don't have bruh, slow it down.
He's like, what y'all talking about?
It's tripping. I don't have the adoption stories, like the horror stories that people be having to being adopted. To be honest with you, I knew because my mama told me, but my family never treated me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I never felt it. Sometimes I would forget. You know what I'm saying? Because it just never ever. You know what I mean? But it was a little different though, because you do know that you are a little different. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed to have a family that didn't care. You know what I'm saying? But you do kind of notice the differences and stuff. So it was a little different because I always felt a little singled out. You know what I mean? Even growing up, like I said, clearly I'm the gay battle rapper. So growing up, I grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm from Howardville, so growing up and because it was a different time now. It was a different time than it is now. Now it's so much more accepted. So you see a little boy with his little wristband right now, you know what I'm saying? You may be inclined to coddle him a little bit or back then it wasn't none of that. You got your little wristband, niggas stand up straight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way my uncles and them were with me. They made sure I was going to be tough. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what I, what I was going to be later on in life. You know what I'm saying? But so it was different. It was different, but I can't say I had an amazing childhood. Like, I wouldn't turn none of it. I wouldn't change any of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my daddy wasn't there, but shit, like I said, I still wouldn't change any of it because I feel like everything led me to be the man that I am today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be able to stand on stage in front of all these people and be a confident, openly gay battle rapper if I didn't have the uncles that I had that was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, you think you're a little feminine, nigga, you finna go out here and slap box for an hour. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure that you know what it's like to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Now, everything else after that, you know what I'm saying? Cool. But as long as you a man and you stand on who you are and you keep your integrity, you know what I'm saying? You could do with everything else. So I think, you know what I'm saying? Everything played a part, you know what I'm saying, in me being who I am. So I wouldn't change nothing, bro.
Can you mind reflecting on or reminiscing on a good story that you had to when you had to one of them confrontations as a youngin' where you had to really demonstrate on somebody? Or
yeah, I was young as shit and I was on the school bus and it was this boy named Torian. He had a little brother named Equan. And Michelle was kind of so my cousin Triana, she used to go to school with us, but then she stopped going to school, so she stopped being on the bus. And that was kind of like a moment for me. Because Tree ain't on the bus with me no more, so I'm in here solo dolo. Right. You know what I'm saying? But Michelle still lived down the street from me. She was kind of like a big sis. You know what I'm saying? After Triana left, I was the oldest. So she was kind of like a big sister to me. So she always made sure, you know what I'm saying, that I stood on my tooth. So me and Torian had got into it or something. And me and Equan had got into it. And Equan was Torian's little brother. I had beat Equan up. But it wasn't nothing, he was younger, you know what I'm saying? So I was supposed to win. So Torian piped up and called me the F word. And was like, don't touch my brother. He piped up. And I had low key kind of backed up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hold on, this is big. I don't want this. So Michelle leaned her head over the school bus. You know, they had the seats are. She leaned her head over the seat and looked at me. She was like, "You better beat his ass, so I'm gonna tell your mama." And I was way more scared of my mama than I was Torian. So you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, let me beat his ass. So I got to hooking with him. I got to beat his ass. That's when I kind of knew that I was, you know, that I could fight. You know what I'm saying? And that I wasn't gonna stand for no bullshit. It was a gift and a curse because I kind of sort of took it a little too far once I got older. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like that was that moment. That was I got a little older. It was like anybody say something.
I was just you gotta demonstrate. Get up when you get
back. But yeah, that was that moment. Though. I'll never forget that though, because that was when I realized, like, okay, can't nobody call you that F word. Because if he call you that, everybody else don't think that it's okay to do that. And I'm gonna have to run through this whole bus. You know,
stop it in this track.
Stop it right here, right now.
Okay. So what music did you grow up listening to?
So I was in love and I was crazy about like TLC, Escape, SWV. Like those were probably like the three. Like just growing up, that was R&B. You know what I'm saying? But Tupac kind of streamlined rap for me. Tupac and Bone Thugs and Harmony, like they kind of streamlined rap for me. So whenever I wanted to hear rap, like my tapes, my cousin used to make tapes for me. Y'all remember back in the day, used to make the little cassette tapes, record the radio. She used to make, and every time she would make a tape for me, it would be full of, she would always drop some Mary in there. And I think that's why I fell in love with Mary too. But it would be full of Escape, SWV, and TLC. And then she would drop some Tupac and some Bone in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would be in the middle of my little groove, my little young gay groove, you know what I'm saying? I'm shoot, you know what I mean? And then she'll drop some gangster shit in there. So you know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was really, really focused on the people that were popular. And I don't know why. I guess it could be kind of corny because like now I listen for artists that don't nobody know. But back then, anybody that was like mainstream, I was just so enthralled with because I thought it was so crazy that they could have all these people's attention. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was so crazy how like Tupac could speak. And I remember like one of my dreams when I started doing stand-up comedy, I said I wanted to speak and make the whole world laugh. At one time I wanted to make the whole world laugh. And I got that from Michael Jackson when, I don't know if y'all remember when he did the special for Black and White and Remember the Time. He did a special for that when they dropped it. And it was like the whole world was sitting in front of the TV screen at that moment. And we was all watching at that moment. And I was like, yo, that is an amazing power to have, you know what I'm saying, to get everybody at one place at one time and make everybody smile.
Right.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen. You know what I mean? So I think like that was, because I was a crazy Michael Jackson fan too. Like I used to love everybody, man. Like if it came on the radio, I was fucking with it.
It was listed.
Thank you for watching the conversation with J2. I hope you enjoyed the content only on
G Connect.
Where different generations have real conversations. You feel me?
Make sure you get connected.
It ain't nothing but a G thing. It ain't nothing but a G thing. Different conversations with different generations. But you gotta keep it G, man. It ain't nothing but a G thing. It ain't nothing but a G thing. Different conversations with different generations. You gotta keep it G, man.